What's up, everybody? Funnel Doc here. In today's video, we're going to be going over Conversational AI 2. That's a new version that's come out. It's updated. You can do a lot of new stuff with it. We're going to break it all down for you in today's video. By the time you get through this, you'll know everything you need to know about Conversational AI. With that being said, let's jump inside today's video. All right. So to access Conversational AI, you're going to then go from your main dashboard or wherever you're at to your menu here. You're going to go to your settings tab. You're going to scroll down and you've got regular Conversational AI, and then you've got Conversational AI V2, which is the one we're going over with today. Now, you'll see that you can migrate your other bots. So if you had one, let's just show you in Conversational AI, you can click here, and then that will move this entire bot you have set up over to V2. The cool thing about V2 is you can also make multiple bots. So if you need to create an actual bot, all you do is you come right here to the Create Bot tab. You're going to click that bad boy. You're then going to name the bot whatever you want to name it. So let's name this one Grace. I've been naming all my bots Grace for my Divine Connect Pro. Next thing is, unlike before, we're in the version 1, you had a actual was it suggested, I believe, here in the middle, where it give you like 4 suggestions of what to say, and you click on one and it'd use that. Now you basically either have on or off. The next thing is your bot trial. This is your training. That's up here. We'll look at that in a second. Then you've got your business name. Now, if you wanted your bot to have like maybe this is like you're running your program out of like an overall branch business, and you want like a affiliate or a sub branch of it or something. It's got a different business name, or you're doing business as or something like that. You could put a different business name here other than the sub account's name, and it'll go off that. So maybe you're running multiple businesses out of one sub account, that type of thing. Now, the other thing here is how quick it's going to respond. I actually set this to pretty quick, and this is depending if you want to try and pretend like you're a person. You might turn it up more because first of all, it's going to take people a little bit longer to respond. The problem with that is a lot of people think they're like, oh, I'll set it for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. That way it seems like it's waiting for a person to respond. And then the problem with that is that every message waits 5 minutes. So remember, whatever you put on this, wait for responding, it's going to wait that much to respond to that message. So if you're you want the bot to actually have a back and forth conversation at all, the higher that is, the slower the conversation is going to be as well. Think beyond just the initial message, because a lot of people think this is just for the initial. It's not. It's for every message it replies to. The next thing is your total amount of messages per conversation. This maxes out at 25. If you go 26 and try and save it, see, it'll tell you so. So to reset this, what you do is you actually go into the contact and make the conversation as read, and it will then reset this if you ever need to reset it. But with this being, without it being reset, they'll have 25 messages back and forth, and then the bot just dies. It just stops. So that's one of the bad things about it. Keep that in mind when sort of designing the bot and its engagement cycle. 25 messages is pretty decent, but just think about that. You don't want, last thing you want to be is like it's doing some long pitch. You know what I mean? Don't use it for that. It's a very basic bot. You can't really pull information out of stuff yet or anything like that. So, but it's good for FAQs and things. So send the bot to sleep when a message is manually through a workflow. So this is something to keep in mind too. They just recently added through workflow. It used to always be manually, but you turn this on, and then this is how long the bot's going to go to sleep while it's if somebody, either a person or a workflow, engages. I usually set this for like 30 minutes. You could set it for whatever you want. Maybe even 2 hours would be fine. But just realize that the one problem with this is they ever expect to engage with the bot, it's going to have to wait for this time to go no matter what. Once it starts, there isn't a way that I know of yet to restart it. You can now, just for pricing, know that it's 2 cents per minute for basic. If you want to upgrade, you can get what's called unlimited AI. That's something you can dive into later, or maybe I'll get into a different video. You can set that at the SaaS level, how much you want to charge. There's a base of $97, but this gives them basically all the AI throughout the system. Images, I'm diving into now, actually. Images, workflows, the bots, voice AI is going to be included, and that's a big one. I don't believe, from what I'm understanding too, you will not be able to get voice AI without getting the AI employee. You can do the voice AI, but I think for anything extended numbers, like it's working now, but for it to really get into, you're using it for hundreds of minutes or whatever, I think you're going to have to the AI employee. I know they're letting everybody sort of test drive it now, but this is going to be a big factor into that. So keep that in mind when you're for your clients, if you have them that are using your SaaS or you yourself, then it's probably going to be in the long run well worth it to pay the $97 or whatever as a client you mark it up for your. I think I'm doing mine for like 120 or something like that. Let's see what it was. But anyway, so that is that. Once you're happy with everything, you're going to hit save. And that's one thing too different on this one comparative to version one. It won't let you, if I hadn't hit save there and you try and click out, it'll make you save. Where on the version one, you could sort of skip between them. Now, next thing is very similar to version one are your web crawler. Now, a lot of people ask, how do you do multiple? You see here, I have two links. If you want to do one, even though it keeps a link right there, all you have to do is delete the link, and then you could put whatever link you want in here. A lot of people are asking about that because it gives you the impression, because the link is still there, that, oh, I can't do any more links. But if you want, you can do multiple links. Oh, there it is. I was like, what's going on? You can do multiple links, and I'm going to show you, this is how you pull a link in. So right now it's going to Divine Connect Pro. It's scanning that page. It's pulling all the information is. And one of the things I really like now, and I'm going to show you this in just a second, is you can go in and see what data the bot is pulled and scraped off that page, and then you can adjust it where you weren't able to do that before. So now you can see I've got 3 links right here. I go right here, you can see here's the different pages. If I want to delete them, I could just click right here and then I could delete it or whatever. But if I scroll right down, let's see, there we go. You can come right here, you can see your different action. You can go in and here is all the information. It took 1891 in words, but you can see here's everything it took underneath that page. Here's my funnel agency, and you can adjust it however. You can also make it scan the page if you want by hitting the refresh, and if you want to delete it, you can delete it right here. So you can have multiple pages here. One of the things you can also do is like have it like a document. You can see like right here, or no, sorry, right here is a Google Doc, or you can also do Google Sheets. Those are anything with a URL that they can read or scrape that doc or that link, you can use here. So keep that in mind. A lot of times I'll make, like right here, I have a Google Doc that I just print out. So now it has that doc to reference and pull information from. The next thing you're going to have here is your customized response. These are frequently asked questions. A lot of times, anytime you're customizing the bot during training. So if I like this right here is for training. If I go off to the side now and I just hit hi, you'll see the AI reply. You can do this not only here, but you can also do this in the actual in the chat itself. So if you're over in the conversations tab and you see the conversation going on, this conversation, not this one because it's testing, but the real one between the contact and the AI is in there. You can go in and you can hit the up arrow if you like the reply, down arrow if you don't, and then you also have the AI here where you can actually see and edit the prompt right here. So you can see as you come in, if you hit the down arrow, then it's going to say hi, and then here's the reply that it gave. All you do is you edit that, you hit train bot, and then the bot's going to use that as the proper training or response from that point on. You can see here's some different ones that I already put in. And like I said, usually I'll just come in here, I'll put like the frequently asked questions, any questions I think people will ask that are outside the norm even to some degree, or if I'm training the bot to be a specific type of bot, we'll use this. Then you'll come on through here. Once you're done with that, you can, like I said, train or test the bot over here to the side, refresh right here if you want. Once you're good with all that, you can go to the next one, which is goals. Now, there's two documents I'd recommend you checking out. This learn more one right here for the personality and actions, and then this one right here to the prompt guide. So when you're doing this, you can pop this prompt out. So you just hit right here, and then that pops the prompt out. The other thing is you have is the ability to use custom values. So you've got three main areas here. You've got the personality, you've got the intent, and then you've got the added information here, which are basically like rules, guidelines. Um, I'm not as happy with this because one of the things that they have is once you've set everything up, we'll go through the prompts. And that's why I recommend going through this guide because it's going to explain in depth a little bit more on the prompting that I'm going to do outside this video. It goes into what you should put in roles, tasks, guidelines, repetition, things like that. It even gives you examples here for better, for worse. Make sure you go through both of those documents. And again, those are accessed by hitting learn more in the prompt guide. You're going to go through here for personality. For me, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I put, I put what their job is, what are their primary goals in there, any type of personality or demeanor, and then things like that. And then their intent is just like it says, this is what is the overall goal of everything, the primary number one thing that's driving it. And then, like I said before, the additional is just like rules and things like that. Things for it to remember. If maybe you wanted to have a certain amount of words in its reply or something, because as you know, sometimes the AI can get really wordy, you can put it there. So then once you've got everything set up right here, you're going to come down to the bottom here. You're going to hit book appointment. Now, this is where you can actually set the calendar. You can only pick one calendar, though, for each one. But the cool thing is you can have multiple different bots now. So you can come here and you can click book an appointment, for if you wanted to only send the calendar link. So therefore the bot won't go check your actual calendar you sign it to. It will actually just send the link and then they'll be able to book it themselves. They can pause the bot response after booking. So it, just like it says, once it's done, it's going to shut down. Trigger a workflow. You click here, you can come in and you can trigger multiple workflows here. So you can click, see, and you'll see all the green arrows right here, or you can delete them by hitting the X's. So these are the workflows that will trigger at the end of this, and then you can then transfer to the employee post-appointment booking. So you can click that bad boy, and then it's going to like transfer, and you just pick who it is, and then it's going to transfer to another bot. That is not transferring to an actual employee. This is a way you can chain your bots together. So maybe your first one is specific, and this is what again, it's a little limited. But this is one thing that I know this is skateboard model. They're going to improve on it. It's going to get better. But this is one of the things that will be interesting is going to be the ability to chain bots later, because then you'll have to have bots more specific. So maybe you'd have a receptionist type bot. This is another platform that's worked on before that sort of went with this flow. You'd have a receptionist bot and it would, oh, how can I help you? Oh, I have a lot of questions. Well, then they'd send you off to the Q&A bot. Oh, I want to book appointment. That bot's for booking appointments. This bot's for, answering other questions. I don't know, whatever it is. But it works something similar like that. So once you're all done, you go ahead and save everything right there. And now it's set up to book an appointment. And then you just test it like before. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to waste your time on testing it. I'll let you go ahead and play with that. This bot is pretty straightforward. I know they're going to do a lot more for it, but overall, I would just really keep it for basic booking appointments, FAQ, that type of stuff. It can't yet pull information. I believe they're going to probably try and add that to it. And then when you can start doing that, you can start pulling information and updating contact fields. That's when it's really going to evolve this bot to be a competitor like CloseBot or any other bots out there. Well, anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. I'm out of here. Fundelocks out. Peace.